Have you ever wondered how the golden state of California came to be what it is today? Let's journey back in time, thousands of years ago, when the first footsteps echoed through its vast wilderness. The initial settlers were Native Americans who crossed the Bering Strait from Asia. These indigenous tribes, each with their unique culture and lifestyle, were the first to call this land home. From the Miwok in the cool northern forests to the Chumash along the sun-kissed southern coast, they lived in harmony with the land, sea and sky. They hunted, fished and harvested, leaving behind a rich tapestry of stories etched in the wind and the water. Their lives were woven with the rhythms of nature, their traditions deeply rooted in the earth of California. Their art, their music, their spirituality all blossomed under the California sun. These tribes were the original inhabitants of California, their legacy still evident in the state today. What if I told you that California was once a Spanish colony? Yes, the Golden State's history stretches back further than the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. Our tale begins in the year 1542 when Spanish explorer Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo first set foot on Californian soil. His arrival marked the start of over 2 centuries of Spanish exploration and colonization. The Spanish, drawn by the allure of California's natural resources, established a series of missions along the coast. These missions served multiple purposes. They were places of worship, community centers, and agricultural hubs. But they were also tools of colonization, aimed at converting the indigenous population to Christianity and integrating them into the Spanish colonial system. However, the Spanish reign was not to last forever. In 1821, following the Mexican War of Independence, California found itself under a new rule, that of Mexico. This period of Mexican rule was marked by land grants and secularization of the missions. The impact of this era is still visible today, with many of California's cities bearing Spanish and Mexican names, a testament to the lasting influence of this period on the state's identity. This period of colonization and rule by foreign powers shaped the cultural and social fabric of California. The legacy of Spanish and Mexican influence is interwoven into the very DNA of the state, influencing its architecture, food, language, and more. Can you imagine the chaos and excitement of the California Gold Rush? Picture it. The year is 1848. James W. Marshall, a carpenter from New Jersey, stumbles upon shiny nuggets in the American River while constructing a sawmill for John Sutter. Little did he know, he had just unearthed gold, triggering an event that would forever change the course of California's history. News of this discovery spread like wildfire. The promise of untold riches drew thousands from every corner of the globe to the Golden State. Men and women, dreamers and adventurers, they all flocked to California in the hopes of striking it rich. This mass migration, known as the Gold Rush, was a spectacle of human ambition and tenacity. The landscape of California was transformed almost overnight. Bustling mining towns sprouted up along the western frontier, filled with people eager to stake their claim. The population exploded from a mere 14,000 in 1848 to over 300,000 by 1852. This rapid influx of people brought a diversity of cultures to the region, shaping what we now recognize as California's unique cultural mosaic. But the gold rush was more than just a frantic scramble for wealth. It was a catalyst that propelled California onto the national stage. It's hard to believe, but before the gold rush, California was a remote outpost, far removed from the rest of the United States. Yet the influx of people and wealth from the gold rush made it impossible for the federal government to ignore the Golden State. 2 short years after the discovery of gold, in 1850, California was admitted to the Union as the 31st state. The once remote outpost had now become an integral part of the nation, a beacon of opportunity and prosperity on the western frontier. The gold rush not only brought wealth to California, but it also propelled it onto the national stage. This era of discovery and statehood forever cemented California's place in American history, a testament to the endless possibilities that lay in the Golden State. Do you know how California became the powerhouse it is today? Our journey into the 20th and 21st centuries uncovers a state shaped by innovation, creativity, and social change. This is the era that saw the birth of Hollywood, a name now synonymous with the silver screen, a place where dreams are made and stars are born. It was during the early decades of the 20th century that this sleepy suburb of Los Angeles transformed into the global capital of entertainment, producing films that captured the hearts and imaginations of millions worldwide. But California's influence extends beyond the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. In the latter half of the 20th century, the state became the cradle of the tech boom. Silicon Valley, a name derived from the silicon used in computer chips, emerged as a hub for tech giants and innovative startups. From the creation of the first personal computer to the development of the internet, California has been at the forefront of technology that has revolutionized our world. And let's not forget the state's role in major social and political movements. From the civil rights movement to the environmental movement, California has often led the way, pushing for change and progress. From a Spanish colony to a global powerhouse, California's history is as diverse and dynamic as the state itself. So how did we travel through centuries of California's history in just a few minutes? We began with the dawn of California, a time when indigenous tribes thrived on the land, living in harmony with nature. Then we sailed into the era of Spanish colonization and Mexican rule, a period that left an indelible mark on the cultural fabric of the state. We then journeyed to the Gold Rush, a pivotal event that transformed California into a hub of opportunity and statehood. It was a time of dreamers and doers, folks who risked it all for a chance at prosperity. Finally, we arrived in modern California, a diverse and dynamic state known for its innovation and resilience. From tech giants to towering redwoods, from Hollywood's glitz to the quiet strength of its agricultural heartlands, California continues to shape the world in remarkable ways. Next time you think of California, remember the rich and varied history that has shaped this golden state.